Hey everybody, we got a great episode of the Fried Pod today. It's the Halloween episode. We do a John's Journal back in 1989 on Halloween. What was I thinking? Crazy story. And we do a small town news story from a place called Hicksville, New York. And we do a Goodwill hunting segment. Me and Mark Hunt exchange some gifts. Plus, the long-awaited Walgreens Rush. We show you what we did at a Walgreens. You got to make sure to watch this one. And don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, and share. Now let's enjoy. Yeah, baby! Woo! Oh, happy Friday, everybody. It's your pal, it's your compadre, it's your amigo, John, to the... Oh, no.
Well, where's the air horn?
No air horn. Reap. You're watching another awesome, amazing episode of the Fried Pod. Do not eat Tide Pods. Listen to the Fried Pod. And as always... As most of the time, I'm joined with my friends. Let's walk you around the room. We got Sean Setzer sitting right here. Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
We got Marcus Stamos right here, Mark Hunt.
Hi.
And tickling the keyboards, my man, Alan Jackson.
How you doing, John?
Good to be back home, everybody. I missed you guys.
We were here last week waiting for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
you thought I was going to Skype in?
We didn't know where you were.
No.
We all sat on.
Wait, did you?
We had drinks. We just waited for like an hour.
So did you guys record a podcast
We
without
did,
me?
Rome. We did.
Oh, no.
It was awesome.
Oh!
Really good.
I gotta make sure to subscribe to your new podcast.
Yeah, it's gonna be big.
Well, it's good to see you guys again, man. I was in Los Angeles. As some of you may or might not know, I was in L.A., did tons of other people's podcasts, and I did some stuff at the Comedy Store, the Laugh Factory. All went really good. I talked to Jeff Foxworthy.
Oh.
That was fun. You're familiar with Jeff Foxworthy.
I am familiar with Jeff.
Marcus, you know Jeff Foxworthy.
Fellow redneck, right?
Yeah. He's the Godfather.
Pop,
of it.
He's
Godfather.
Papa Redneck.
I think he's Papa Redneck.
Yeah.
Yeah, like on the Mount Rushmore of rednecks, it starts with him.
You invented it.
I mean, he made it the word sort of like, you might be a redneck. Yeah, you know what? I used to do an impression of him, but we never talked about it on this. Well, he has a show on Sirius XM. It's called A Comic Mind or something like that. So I never met him. I was actually at a studio in Los Angeles talking to him on a headset, and he was in his house in Atlanta.
Ah, smart.
So we just had a conversation. But in this whole hour-long conversation, I never told him that I used to do an impression of him if you were drunk. Like if Jeff Foxworthy was drunk and was belligerently drunk and you couldn't understand a word he said, but you still got the joke. That was the impression that I used to do. And I do it like this. Like, see? Still got the joke. Because he's got this cadence thing about it. So, but I didn't have the balls to do that in front of him.
No. I've always wondered people doing impersonations, like in front of the person they're impersonating. How that goes over.
Yeah.
Like,
It was in the back of my brain. Like, I can't wait to tell him this, but we got so sidetracked. We talked for over an hour.
Oh, wow.
It was awesome. I think his doesn't come out till like November 1st. So what's today's date? Today's the 1st,
Yeah.
isn't it? Friday?
Yes,
Friday
it
the
is.
1st.
So maybe it's out right now, but
It's
don't go there.
November 1st.
You got to watch this one first, then go check it out. But it went really good.
Good.
I told him the Ron White story where you open the door.
That's the best.
Yeah, he loves that one. And then who else? I did Bobby Lee's podcast, Tiger Belly. That went great. I did Adam Ray and Brad Williams' podcast. I did, oh, God, I got them all written down. I did one called Comedy Film Nerds. Alan, you would have loved this
Ooh,
one.
Wow. What did you guys talk about?
Well, they made me go see a film.
Okay.
So I could
Made
have,
you. see.
Well, they like, well, you can brush up on this because I wanted to talk about Joker. They're like, well, we already did that. So what else can you? And they said go see Zombieland 2.
Oh, okay.
So I saw Zombieland 2.
I haven't seen that.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Have you seen the first one?
I've seen the first one.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was decent.
And if I like the first one, I like the second one.
Yeah, I told them, oh, you guys like zombie movies?
No.
See, it's Halloween. I know, right? My problem is I don't know the rules, right? Or are there certain rules that every zombie has to stick to, or are we making this stuff up as we go? And I think
You
it's
mean the zombies themselves?
like in general, like
Right.
a zombie,
Like,
right?
can they run? Can they not run? Can they?
Right? Can they think? I mean,
see.
do they just want brains, or or some of them fast, some of them are slow? Can they Can they have sex?
Right. I mean,
Nobody knows the rules.
everybody needs to know these things.
Yeah, so
Just in
I
case.
was like, I don't know what the rules are, but it was fun. Let's see. I did Comedy Film Nerds. Oh, God. I did this one. There's this dude named Jesus Trejo, comedian, very funny. He's with All Things Comedy. He's just now getting a new podcast, a video podcast, and it's called Tea Time with Jesus, and I play golf. So him and other comedians go out and they play golf, and they just, banter. I ain't played golf in a long time.
Oh, Lord.
But I talked up a big game, and I knew that I was going to be terrible. But I didn't let him know till that first swing. So the whole
How
time,
ugly is it?
dude, it's
It was like-
bad. I'm embarrassed.
You missed the ball. First shot, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I was like, hey, Sus, I'm gonna take it easy on you. Like I know you're new to the podcast world, probably golf too. But I'm from North Carolina, Pinehurst. We live for golf. My first job was at a golf course. I might sandbag for you a little bit today. I don't want you to look bad on your first show. So, you want me to go first or whatever? And he goes, yeah, you're my guest. I'll let you go first. I was like, okay, look, this is a 3. Probably get, so I'm like really talking it up. And I knew that this is about to go down. I went, I cannot swing. I'm not flexible.
No, you're not.
I don't have any range of motion. And I missed it 3 times in a row.
Oh,
Oh,
geez.
no.
And finally I said, hey, sis, why don't you come up here and hit it one time?
Jesus thought
And
this is
then-
going to be a long day.
Yeah. I said, you go ahead and hit the ball. And then he hit it, and I pushed him out of the way, and I did like this. Like I hit it, so the camera could come back, So I'm not sure when that one's coming out, man. But
You played 18 holes, 9 holes, or just a couple
we
holes?
played 3 holes, and it took all day.
Oh, I bet. You probably lost a dozen balls, too?
Yeah, we lost a lot of balls. And at one point, I was like, let's just have fun at this point, So once we got on the green, I was like, let's mix it up. How about we putt with the rakes from the sand trap? So we were doing crazy stuff like that. But it was a very productive trip. All those podcasts. Am I missing one? Oh God, Punch Drunk Sports. So I want to say thank you to everybody that had me on their podcast while I was out there. Love you. Got a lot of new listeners and subscribers from Bobby Lee's podcast. So welcome. Now I'm nervous. I got to be extra funny because you're new here. Hope you like my friends. So y'all better be funny too. My God.
No pressure.
That's all. Well, look, yesterday was Halloween. You guys, is that your favorite holiday? Does anyone have any fun Halloween memories? Favorite costume? Anything? Alan?
No, I love Halloween. It is like my favorite holiday. But as an adult, and your kids are finished trick or treating,
Yeah.
mine are all teenagers.
Yeah.
It's like
I think it is.
It's kind of lost a little bit of its fun.
Yeah. Well, in Los Angeles, Halloween is like Christmas. Everyone does Halloween.
Wow.
Adults, it's like a big deal. And in Christmas in Los Angeles, it's like Halloween out here. We're like, no one don't care.
Yeah.
It's not, no one gives a crap, really. It's going to rain like it rained yesterday.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think it's going to rain.
Yeah.
Well, it did rain
Yeah.
Halloween night, right?
Yeah.
It rained.
And I think
it was a really rainy night.
the trunk or treat is kind of killing what used to be a good, fun walk around the neighborhood. And
Trunk or treat.
yeah, it's like now we got to go to church and just stand in the trunk, go to the parking lot
It's
and
got
go
to
to
be non-offensive, non-scary costumes.
Bible characters only.
Yeah.
Bible
Right.
characters only. Everyone's dressed in robes and sandals.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's the way to draw members as well.
yeah, of course, but it's not as fun.
No.
Like,
mean,
yeah, I had
just walking around
fun.
a parking lot to people's trunks. There's no fun with
Yeah.
that. Part of the fun is like, at least as a parent now, like with kids, is like walking them to the top of the driveway of like a long driveway to a really spooky looking
Yeah.
house. I'm like, all right, kids, go on up to the house. Go get some candy.
Yeah.
And just watching that, but yeah, you lose that with the trunk.
Part
or
of the
treat.
fun is to see if you get razor blades in your.
Oh yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I remember that was a big thing
That
in
was
the
like
80s.
scary. Like everybody was worried to death about getting them out.
Check your candy.
Yeah.
There's gonna be razor blades or needles
Yeah.
or cyanide.
Yeah.
Remember?
You had the Tylenol sign.
You remember sign?
Wasn't that a thing? Like it's before
You're right.
anthrax. It was
Yeah, it
cyanide.
was.
Yep.
Cyanide poison. Am I saying that right?
Cyanide, yes.
Cyanide.
I can actually remember, like my mom putting all the candy spreading out on the floor and having to go through every
Yeah.
little piece there.
Now,
So,
if you were lucky, you got a quarter. Because sometimes people didn't have candy; they would give you money. Cash.
Oh yeah, I did.
One
Yeah,
of
they
them
were
give you like
having
a
no cash.
toothbrush or something.
Yes, it did, but I didn't consider that lucky. I
It's
consider
probably
that like
costume you had on. They were feeling kind of rough.
Yeah, I
there.
was gonna say they
Yeah,
felt
it's
bad for
probably
them. Oh, yeah. Gave it a
Probably
toothbrush
dirty,
or
and they had a bath. So you
Breath
you would
mints.
rather have candy than money.
well, yeah, it's the whole idea of trick or treat, get candy.
But can't you go buy candy with money?
I mean, I could have, but it's not instant gratification.
Right, yeah, you
now
can't
I got
go
a
home.
quarter at night.
And as a
Maybe
kid,
tomorrow
you
I'll
gotta
go get
ask
some
your
more
mom,
candy.
Like take you to the store to
Well,
buy
it's a
candy.
competition to who got the most candy. So.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah. I think one of my favorite Halloweens, well, one that sticks out in my brain was I remember one year I told my dad, like, this year, Dad, I want to be a devil. You know, that's the most scariest thing ever, right? Is the devil. Like, that's the most scary thing I could think of. I want to be the devil. And my dad's like, okay, well. I was thinking we'd go buy a devil costume. He's like, I'll make you a costume.
Oh boy.
I'm like, okay. So he takes my long johns, right? And he gets some red dye. He's going to dye that red.
Okay.
We got some red face paint. He's going to fashion some sort of horns out of a wire hanger, make a tail. Like, he was doing all this. That's a really
Yeah.
good dad. But then, I guess there wasn't enough red dye.
So you're pink.
I was a pink.
Devil.
I was a pink devil. So I'm going to the fall festival. Like, I'm mad. He's like, well, just what you got. Just what you're wearing now. I'm like, well, Dad, it's not even red. That's pink. I was walking around. Fall festival, people make it Pink Panther or like the Pink Devil. Look, he's a salmon Satan. So I'm like, basically, I'm a gay devil, Dad. I appreciate that. Breast Cancer Awareness Month. That was last month. So that was a fun one. But then one year, my dad, he got this sword from, like when he was in high school, he did like one play or something, right? And he stole a sword from the theater. And he kept it forever. And we always had this one little barrel that sat next to the front door on your way out. You could put an umbrella in, or you could put a golf club in, or a bat, or a cane. And there was always a sword in there.
Jeez.
And then one year, I was like, Dad, I want to be a pirate, and I want to use your sword. He says, no, you could be a pirate, but I'm not going to let a kid run around with this sword. And I begged him, and and finally I wore him down. He goes, all right, well, maybe if I glue the sword in there, it can't draw it, it'll be safe. But then he couldn't find glue or something. He's like, well, maybe I could just dull the blade. So he took a stone, and he dulled the blade to where it was like, not even like a butter knife. It was just
Wow.
like a letter opener maybe, you know. And he goes, promise me that you will not draw this sword no matter what
yeah.
happens tonight.
Not good.
I said, I promise, Dad.
Of course.
I will never draw the sword.
And he trusted the salmon devil, did
He
he?
did.
Because young boys don't like swords.
Right. And Eric Trivet. Remember Eric Trivet? So we were doing something over at his house, and we were playing around. Like, I forgot what he was, but we were playing around, and I got on top of some box or something, and I was pretending to be like a pirate, like, yeah, shiver me timbers or something like that. And Eric in character goes, you must draw your sword. And I remember going, I cannot, for my father has told me he has forbidden it. But John, they're closing in. The only weapon you have is your sword. And I was like, Eric, I cannot. But I finally did.
Did you?
Just take the whole thing off.
Eric made me a bad son that day.
Oh, man.
That's funny, man.
But I love Halloween.
Halloween is great.
Or I remember it was deciding to go get the costumes.
Yeah.
And so back in our day, all we had was the plastic. Plastic ones with the rubber band in the back.
Oh,
yeah,
of course.
And you couldn't breathe and you smelled your breath in it the whole time.
So realistic. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you basically could kill yourself.
Pull it out, let it go, pow.
Carbon monoxide. Yeah. Well, that's something
That's the only way you can breathe.
No, but you do that to other kids. You grab the
Yeah.
nose and go, hey, pow, and like that. And
And
it's
plus, they
back
had
on.
like the little tiny little cutouts for your eyes that you can't really see all the way
Those holes
around.
were no
you.
bigger than the end of your pinky.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there was no way to breathe in those things. So
I
you
do-
ended up walking around with a half nut on top of your
Yeah,
head.
yeah, it defeats the whole purpose of the outfit.
That's,
I remember one year trick or treating, and so there was this girl named Wendy Satterwhite. Remember her? She lived in our neighborhood, and her dad had tons of Playboys in that house, as did Brad Cease's dad. Well, for whatever, one time we ended up in Wendy's house, me and Sean Settlemeyer, and we took some of these Playboys, right? And I think the dad said something like, I'm going to tell your parents or whatever. And he just never got around to it, right?
They lost track
He
of
just
time.
lost track of it. Now we're trick-or-treating with my dad and some other kids, and we're hitting every house. And I'm counting down like there's Wendy's house is coming up. I'm going to make sure to skip that one because I don't want a confrontation. I don't want, oh yeah, well, guess what your boy did? You know, like bringing it up. So I said, all right, remember to skip that house. Remember to skip that house. And here it comes. We're getting closer to the house. I was like, oh, yeah, let's go this way. And my dad goes, well, what about this house right here? You don't want to hit this one? I'm like, nah, they never have good candy. That's fine. But I think maybe he knew, like he was already told,
Right.
and he wanted to see me squirm. But we didn't go to the house. So I still to this day don't know if he ever told.
No, you got lucky with that.
I did.
That's nice.
So thank you, Wendy's dad, for all those great memories. It wasn't just Playboy either. It was like some Hustlers in there, Penthouse, We. Remember We?
That was the
Spelled
that was the-
O-U-I, French.
Oh,
The
That
French
was at
We.
the convenience stores, right? They put them in little racks.
Oh, that one they had to
behind
hide. That
Yeah.
We was nasty.
Yeah.
All
Had to be
right.
18
Oh, wow.
to get that one, man.
that's fine.
Well, happy Halloween, everybody. Hope you're safe. Hope you didn't eat too much candy. Everybody's good. Nobody got murdered. Any scary movies? You guys like scary movies?
Yeah.
I don't like to be scared. No.
So you don't like Halloween at all. You're just not a fan.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite.
Well, have you seen Joker yet? That's a pretty scary movie.
Have not.
Oh, well.
Want to. Heard it was good.
Well, should we show it now?
I think
I
you
just
did.
brought it up by accident.
you did.
I wanted to wait till the end, but I'm so eager. So Alan and I thought it'd be funny to spoof the Joker and promote my album Gingerbread Man. So we did, and it's been blowing up the interwebs. Check it out.
I'm a ginger.
This is at your house, Mark.
What's not to love about ginger? You know, ginger bread, ginger cookies, ginger ale. Yeah, ginger snaps. That's when you pissed me off. Ginger from Gilligan's Island.
Ginger Beard Man.
It's way better than what they call it. These kids got it easy with the ginger.
This whole time I thought my special was a comedy.
I wish you called
Turns out it's a tragedy.
I don't know if I like it this close up.
It's in 4K.
No, this is like
That's a bigger.
Mr. Well, that's a scene from the movie. So if you haven't seen it, so is that part. That actually did work. All this was shot in Mark's apartment. Except for this part, which is downtown Hickory. But there you go, folks. If you ain't seen it yet, it's out there. You know, you can search around for it. This has got a lot of hits.
Where the hell did you
Yeah.
find that gingerbread outfit?
I bought that on Amazon Prime. You know what else is on Amazon Prime? Ginger Beard Man. Available on Amazon
welcome.
Prime. Right now, that couple just stood there watching. But you know what? I am so out of shape. So
tired.
dancing on the steps. I was exhausted and sweating my balls off under that costume. And then we made that puddle because there was nowhere, no rain anywhere.
Yeah.
But Alan had a cup of water in his car and just poured it on. That was last minute though. We recorded that last part. Just sort of like.
I think it worked out good. We had fun with it.
But it's gotten like 40,000 people have seen this thing. So hopefully, it'll get people to watch the special as well.
More than
That's
that,
the
buy your
idea.
album.
Right.
Get that many
Well,
buy your album.
hopefully. But that's not the only thing me and Alan did.
Oh yeah, we worked on some other stuff, didn't we? Too.
Yeah, we
Real
did.
quick though on that, Mark, you didn't get any feedback from your neighbors or anything. 'Cause
Manager,
we
the
might
manager said that she saw a lot of people coming in and out.
Yeah.
But no, she was no problem.
Well, I think when John walked around with the giant gingerbread
Yeah.
costume on, I think somebody walked out of their apartment, and, like opened the door, saw it, and just kind of went back inside.
Well, yeah, especially that part where I walk the first time you see me in the costume and I'm walking. That was a level down from your apartment.
Oh, you were on the
Yeah.
first floor.
Yeah, and then we were right in front of somebody's door, and we,
Yeah.
we set up the shop for a while, so it took a minute.
Well, there's some characters around there. So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
you're fine. It's not the nicest place in the world.
I don't
so.
think they were, and thank you for letting us use your apartment, by the way. It was very kind of you.
Can I get my key back?
Yeah, Mark gave me a key to his place, so now I've got
Oh
a.
wow! Now y'all are a thing.
Well, I got a key to his. I mean, I could, make
say about-
copies and give it to other people.
I said by having a key, you got to pay half the rent.
Well, did you notice we didn't mess up your place at all? In fact, I made up your bed.
Yes, he did. He made my bed up
yeah.
Yeah,
I know it
I
bugs you.
left your place better than it was.
because he's come over before and he's like, "What's up with this bed?" Like,
I-
I'm getting back in it in a little bit. Why would I
It's
wanna
like
make
a
it
Boy
up?
Scout. It's like leave no trace. Like
Right.
We're out of there. Leave it better than we
You
found
did.
it.
That's
you left
right.
it. Yeah, you did.
That's right. I was trying to be nice,
You left it. in good
but I
shape.
can't stand an unmade bed.
I know.
I do it in
I knew that would
hotels.
bug you.
Really?
When,
That's the
even
thing.
when a maid will come to my room, I'll be like, well, it's part of my waking up process. I got a routine that I do.
You
And
put you always put the bed back.
I always make up the bed.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm
You don't make up the bed?
Nope.
Oh man.
I think it's kind of pointless. I mean, why?
Well,
You
it
know,
is.
just
Yeah,
gotta
you,
sleep
you
back in
paid
there
good
next
money
night.
for them to make it up.
It's part of like just okay. That's task one.
Check off.
What's the next task I can do and mindlessly
It's
do?
one less task I
And it
have to do,
reminds
right?
me of just like it gets me in the mode of completing tasks.
Yes.
That's all.
So I'll tell you the thing, just not to get off a tangent on this, but so my wife's big on the throw pillows, the
Oh.
decorative throw pillows.
Right.
I don't understand.
I don't get that either.
I spend more time like having to take them off, and then when I know I've got to make the bed, I got to put them all back, and it's like I don't.
That's a
know
pain.
The point of that.
I don't
That
get it.
is- yeah.
I agree with that one.
So
That
you're not big on the throw pillows,
Right, I
the
will-
decorative pillows, but you got to make the bed back.
yes, the
Okay.
sheets
The sheets
and
go there.
the cover or whatever,
all
the
right.
comforter needs to be tucked in, put back. Now the pillows are just the ones that I use.
You don't need
I
extra
put back
pillows.
up there. No, I don't. In fact, I throw the other
Yeah,
ones
yeah, I
away.
get
May I say OCD? There's a little bit of that in your
Listen, I mean, there are many people that will tell you, the key to success is an organized,
Discipline.
disorganized brain, disorganized life. So it's just like you got to start somewhere. Like if I make up the bed, I'm like, all right, let's move on. Now, that's about as far as it gets.
Organization stops.
That's good.
Organization
Let's
stops
get some
there.
coffee now.
Yeah.
But no, we also did a thing. We talked about this on the podcast one time, and I'm very excited that we actually have something for you now. We have, on a previous podcast, I talked about how I don't like when you walk into Walgreens and they yell, "Welcome to Walgreens!" So I told you we were going to do this thing called Walgreens Rush. And by God, we did it. Check it out. Let's show the people. I'm proud of this too. Hey everybody, John Reap here. I'm at Walgreens in Mountain View and Hickory, and we're about to rush this place. Why? Because every time you walk in there, they say, "Welcome to Walgreens." So we thought, how many times can we make this lady say, "Welcome to Walgreens"? And then maybe we'll say something nice at the end. Let's see what happens. I got my hidden camera right here. Let's go.
Hey, welcome to Walgreens. Hey, how are you?
Good?
You find everything okay?
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to Walgreens.
And here we go.
Hey, welcome to Walgreens. Hey, welcome to Walgreens. Hey, welcome to Walgreens.
I like how people look at her.
Yeah.
Like,
Hi, welcome
Like, where's
to
my
Walgreens.
Yeah.
where's my welcome?
thank you. Mission accomplished.
Thank you.
I did.
Hi, welcome to Walgreens. There you go. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Hey, welcome to Walgreens. Hi, welcome to Walgreens. Hi, welcome to Walgreens.
How many do you think we get?
33.
Hi, welcome to
33,
Walgreens.
35, 36.
Hi, welcome to Walgreens.
That lady wasn't even part of it.
Yeah.
Hi,
She was
welcome
just
to
a regular
Walgreens. Hi, welcome to Walgreens.
She showed up in a
You're very
swing.
welcome. Have a great day.
Day.
How are you? Hi, welcome to Walgreens. Hey, welcome to Walgreens.
If you notice
Hi,
about
welcome to
17, the
Walgreens.
door breaks.
Oh yeah.
It,
Just
it
gets
doesn't
stuck
shut
open.
back, it gets stuck.
Oh!
You're fired.
Hi, welcome to Walgreens. Hi, welcome to Walgreens. Hi, welcome to Walgreens. Walgreens, come on. Hey, welcome to
I
Walgreens.
love how everybody's looking for that. Welcome.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to Walgreens.
Yeah. They walk in and look at her like, "Where's my 2 and 1?" See?
Hey, welcome to
Oh!
Walgreens.
There we go. 2 more again.
Hi, welcome to Walgreens.
There it is.
Hey, welcome to Walgreens.
Okay.
Slow.
She's like, hey.
Still doing it though.
She's starting to get tired right here.
She is. I think 25 in. She's a little worn out.
Hi, welcome to Walgreens.
That kid's like, whatever.
How's it going? Hey, welcome to Walgreens.
See, she's perked back up with the how's it going.
I think she knew him.
All right, y'all have a great day.
Totally forgot.
Hey.
My bad.
Hi, welcome to Walgreens.
So loud.
Hi, welcome to Walgreens.
This guy's
Ma'am?
well, good, thank you.
Hi, welcome to Walgreens. Hi, welcome to Walgreens.
There it is. You can't leave the girl out.
How's it going?
Oh, she got flanked by another one.
Hey, welcome to Walgreens.
So still got her though.
Yep, still got her.
Hi, welcome to Walgreens.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Hey, look who it
There
is.
he is.
Hi, welcome to Walgreens.
I know that guy.
Okay, everybody. Come over here. We all want to tell y'all something. Y'all gather around together, all the Walgreens employees. We have a surprise for you.
$1 million.
All these people are big fans of Walgreens. Ready? A 1, a 2, a 3. Thank you!
What was the number? 30,
34.
34.
And
Okay.
this one,
We did, we broke it.
That's the world record.
It is. Yeah, I
You
checked.
must get tired of saying that.
No, not really.
You like it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you.
You're very welcome.
All right.
She's still telling me to have a great day. Yeah. I like that.
That lady is adorable.
Yeah.
I actually told her, I was like, listen, just so you know, you never have to say that to me ever again. Okay, I wanted you to get it out of your system so that when you see me, we're done with that.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good. And,
We're
and-
called
and
out.
thank you. I mean, we sang thank you, right?
Yeah.
So,
The transaction is complete.
right.
Does not need to happen
We're
again.
good here. But before I came here today for this podcast, I stopped into Walgreens to get some ice for your drinks. And I walked in, and there's a new lady behind the cash register.
Uh-oh.
Not one welcome.
No.
I walked in, and I was expecting it, right, because of this. I walk in, I'm looking at it. Oh, it's a new lady. She was talking to someone at the register, so she was a little distracted. But then I slowed my pace down. It's kind of like, so I was kind of like missing it now.
Yeah. Now see what
So
you've
now,
done.
look what I did. Now I want it.
Yeah.
But
You don't think you got blacklisted or anything? for
no,
it?
it gets better. So
Okay.
I didn't get one. I'm like, all right, maybe we changed the policy.
Yeah.
Maybe that day
It got all the way up to corporate.
maybe they're onto us and they're like, John Reap is right. It is annoying.
Annoying,
We
yeah.
need to stop doing that. So I thought, like, wow, I think I actually changed something. And then I rounded the corner to the photo section, where the
Yeah.
photo section is, and there she was.
Oh.
In costume, because it's Halloween. She had like a costume on. And I looked at her, and she goes, "Welcome to Walgreens!" And I went, "There she is!" So that lady is into it.
Okay, she's in.
Now, I don't know if it's all of them.
I wonder if the new employee hasn't gone all the way through orientation yet.
Right.
So may.
I
not
thought
be up to
about
speed on
making it
that.
a point, being like, "Listen,
Oh, you should have gotten
no
like,
big deal."
You should have gotten really mad about
But
it.
I just start picking up stuff and throwing it. Don't you know policy?
I am a hard-working Walgreens customer.
When I walk in here, you better be welcoming me. Just like lose my shit. That'd have been
That would
funny.
be so good.
So, anyway, thank you, everybody that showed up. That was fun.
That's a good crowd for a Saturday.
That was a fun
That was
little
great.
random flash mobby thing that we did on a
was fun.
Saturday. And I don't know, maybe we should do more. You guys have other ideas for flash mobby things? Let us know. You can
Yeah,
always
yeah.
email me at johnreap@gmail.com, and we'll see. Maybe we'll talk about it. Maybe we'll do it.
The hidden camera, camera glasses worked really well.
Yeah, I think I know how to do it better now. I
Well,
want. I
still,
really
it was
want.
good.
The audio is great on that thing.
Audio is good, and I still say, unless you know there's a camera in there, I don't think you could tell.
No, it just looks like
It looks like big
maybe
big sunglasses.
Yeah, like I'm a big Bono fan.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it works.
Or maybe I came on a bicycle.
Safety glasses.
Safety glasses,
Yeah,
goggles.
I think it works pretty good.
But the problem is you have to stare at a person to
Yeah.
record it. And if I stand at you long enough like this, even if I'm not looking at you, but I'm doing like that for a long time, you'll be like, "What's this dude looking at?"
Well, that's why even in the video we were cutting away, like your head was all over the place.
Yeah.
But that's just the way those
But what I
glasses have
would
to
do
work.
is I'd put the glasses up here,
Oh.
like on top of my hat, and then that way I could bend down a little bit, and I'm not looking at you, but it's still, but the glasses are.
See, I had a problem just a little behind the scenes here. So I had a little problem just even keeping, I was the one recording the camera of the people walking in the store.
Right.
And, there was a lot of employees all circulating around. So I didn't want to just sit here and look obvious with it. So,
Yeah, yeah.
I was trying to hold it down, pretend like I was looking at it. So it was kind of all over the place. But,
Yeah. We did
it's
good.
tough, surveillance footage, secret footage, a little tricky.
Well, that was our first time doing
Yeah, I
anything
think
like
we're
that.
doing all right.
I think we're doing pretty good. So, you guys have any ideas for other flash mobby things? Holler at your boy. That was fun. Sean, you were there. Did you have a good
I had a
time?
blast.
Sean was helping wrangle people. You came in last, actually.
Came in last, pushed them through.
Yeah,
got a
bringing
little
up the
slow,
rear.
get a little faster.
Well, was at one because I remember saying in the beginning, like, we don't want to make it look obvious that we're all walking in here together. We want her to say welcome to Walgreens as many times as possible.
Yeah.
So you got to space it out. But then sometimes the space was too long. But
Yeah.
then Sean outside was like, we need to speed this up.
Yeah.
Jody,
You
I think, said it too.
Yeah, you think it would be, you think it's just 35, 40 people.
Yeah,
But wow,
that's a lot.
that's a lot. I was thinking if we had 100, God, this would take an hour.
I know.
See,
people all
I
day.
wanted 100, but now in hindsight, that might have
That
been, that might have been a
Yeah,
little
it
much.
might have been too much.
That might have been
You
much.
know what? If we do it again, maybe we'll go to CVS and we can improve this. Maybe we'll do that. We'll welcome to CVS, and then, but this time we'll get more people. And what I'm thinking of doing is, as soon as you walk in, take a lap around the store, don't buy anything, and walk right out. And we have as many people doing the exact same pattern. So you walk in, welcome to CVS. Welcome to CVS. But now we're all, so it's like it never ends. Though. You
Constant.
keep
Oh.
walking in.
It's
People,
like an infinity loop. It
right.
keeps
You just
going.
keep, it's a loop. Right. So you see how
The
long
whole,
that
the
goes.
whole key is, and again, I don't want to get too scientific with this, but we learned with this example that if you send them in too close, because there were two people who came in together, they got one greeting.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you can't have that happen.
No, you got to space it out.
You got to space them out, but yet if you space them out too much, and there you got the closing and automatic doors too, which
Right.
kind of
And you
separates
said-
you a little bit. So it was a lot more. There was a lot more science involved than I expected.
And did you say the doors got jammed?
The doors got jammed.
Oh,
They
we
eventually
jammed the
just
doors.
jammed it because people were waiting, and I was like, "No, go, 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 go," because the doors jammed.
Yeah.
Oh.
The doors they have
Oh.
a slow mechanism.
Yeah, it's a little too slow.
Right.
realize that.
So
So
it's
we'd be
good to
better
just
off-
have it open the whole time.
Have it open the whole time, and then just have a stopwatch and time it exactly. Go, go, go.
Would it be funny if we all dressed up like something too? Like everybody had a. No, well, I guess not. Like I was gonna say like choir robes and we sang to them, but then that's obvious. So
Yeah, ain't no
I
something.
think it's good. We'll see if anybody's got some
yeah.
suggestions on
What
that
ideas
for
you
us.
got? Email me. Let's do
Yeah.
this. All right, let's do a John's Journal. John's Journal. John's Journal. You need to write a theme song.
Yeah, right. We're still waiting, internet.
So check this one out. All right, because it's Halloween. This might be the Halloween episode. I looked to see if I actually had anything written.
Oh, did you?
Here it is, October 31st, 1989.
And this is still in the original notebook too.
It is.
This is impressive.
There it is. This is the original notebook. It was written on the back of one. Yeah, so here it is.
Wow.
Two-sheeter right
And
here.
if you're under 25, that is cursive writing.
Good point.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Almost like
Nobody knows
hieroglyphics
that no
in the
more.
Egyptian.
Right.
You don't know that. Today.
That's the great thing about being our age. We could write notes in front of millennials, in front of their face. They
Never
have
know.
no idea what
That's
we're
true.
saying.
That's very true.
Do they-
Well,
they don't even
even just
teach-
using complete words, I think we can probably
Right.
get things by them. So,
Right.
no acronyms, no abbreviations.
They don't teach cursive anymore, do they?
No.
That's insane. Why would they not do that? It's
Why-
a more
why-
efficient way of writing.
Why did we have to use it?
We don't have to
Why did we learn it?
because it's supposed to be quicker.
It's
Yeah.
is it?
Signatures.
Well, you know, the idea
It's
was
lazy, kind of.
well, sometimes you can make an argument that efficient things are lazy, vice versa. You know, but the idea was if you're not using cursive, then you're having to pick the pencil up
I get
and
it.
write.
Yeah.
But if you just lay it out, it's supposed to be quicker. But how much time are you really saving? That's a good point, Marcus.
Thanks.
So you're right. Screw cursive.
And mouth.
I'm a red. What else are you not good at? You want to get rid of? So
Most
wait, can you
everything.
write cursive?
Yeah, I write cursive. I'm your age, man.
Yeah,
You
but
kidding
that
me?
don't mean you learned it.
I learned it.
You didn't learn math 3.
No, I didn't have to. I just had to do 1 and 2.
All right, let me read this. Okay. Now, me reading my own handwriting is going to be challenging.
Oh yeah, that's.
Well, today sure has been exciting. We need more days like this to keep us from dying of boredom. But I guess if we didn't die of boredom, then Mr. Seacrest would kill us.
Why would he do that?
Remember Mr. Seacrest?
Oh, absolutely.
What are your memories of Mr. Seacrest before I begin? Did we all know who he is?
I had Mr.
But I didn't.
Seacrest.
I didn't.
I
Have
had
it.
him.
I had
You
Mr.
don't know.
Seacrest.
You weren't there.
I wasn't at
That's right. That's right.
No, I like Mr. Seacrest.
I know Ryan.
I do
I
have
did
a
too.
story of
What'd he
we
teach?
tried to go and roll his yard one night,
Oh,
and he came out with a shotgun
yeah.
and shot at us.
No.
Well, he shot up in the air, but
Right.
Of course, at night,
But
you
he shot
don't
at you.
know. You
It's
don't
way
know.
cooler.
Oh, you
Right.
you just hear. That's
Yeah, yeah.
enough. He
No,
actually
shot.
pulled
He-
the trigger.
He pulled the trigger, and yeah, that was pretty
Was he an
intense.
English teacher? I can't remember.
English
English,
teacher.
Yep.
He
Yeah.
probably taught smart English.
Yes, he did.
So
No,
I-
regular. I was in there.
you
Could have
were-
been smart.
You were pretty smart.
Well, with no.
Than me.
Yeah.
Smart-ish.
Than me.
There we go. Yeah, he was one of my favorite teachers after a while, but I just read this today before I got here.
Yeah.
I forgot about this.
Oh, I want to.
I forgot this happened.
Okay, I want to hear the rest of it. So you're saying Mr. Seacrest might kill you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm saying he might. Yeah. All right. I remember my sophomore year when I had him for English. He beat up Glenn Sigmund and Scott Biles.
Whoa!
He did?
Well, he didn't beat him up, but like he roughhoused them. I remember Glenn Sigmund, who was a very funny dude, but a little rebel. like Scott Biles. Glenn smarted off to him. That's all it took. And Mr. Sechrist walked over. I think Mr. Sechrist said, "All right, get out of my class." And Glenn was like, "Nah, I'm good here," or whatever. Like he wasn't going to leave. And he goes, "No, you're going to leave." And he did the old school, grab the ear. Grabbed you by the ear.
Ouch.
And then marched him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And threw him out of the class. And then one time, I don't know what, I forgot exactly what he did to Scott Biles, but it must have been physical because I remember this. Could you imagine that happened today?
Oh, it's
I mean,
done
Mr.
all
Sechrist, you
the
better
time.
be thankful that you were in the school when you were.
That could
before.
be a whole other segment of going over things that we did when we were in school.
Why-
You
yeah,
wouldn't
or-
along with now.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a
It wouldn't happen.
I don't
And-
wanna
and
interrupt
even
the story,
teachers,
but there's
too.
a teacher
Yeah.
story from
Yeah,
middle
they-
school that was.
Do I know this person's name?
You probably do.
Is it Worley?
No.
Hayward?
Yep.
Yeah.
Who?
That's the one.
Hayward. So we could do
Oh,
a
yeah,
whole
Mr.
nother
Hayward.
show on that.
And he just passed away recently. So I want to.
I didn't know that.
I liked him a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But man, he
He would paddle your ass.
he threw a stapler at some kid.
Yeah.
So anyway,
And-
I'm just saying,
and
yeah,
got
stuff
away
that
with
couldn't
it.
fly today.
Right.
Yeah.
30, 40 years ago.
That's right. I got paddled a bunch in the 6th grade
Did you?
by Miss Hampton. No, I'm
Oh,
sorry, Miss
yeah.
Hedrick.
Oh,
never mind.
Miss Hedrick. All right, let's go ahead.
They
with,
don't do paddling anymore. in
They don't
schools,
do
they?
paddling. Did you get paddled?
One time,
He was on the other side of the tracks.
No, but you probably got paddled, right?
yeah, just one time, we had a teacher at the old junior high school. You remember the old junior high school in Newton?
Yeah.
You performed there.
Yeah. I know where it is.
It was in the basement, and he was a teacher, and we abused him. Just acted a fool,
Yeah.
throwing paper and all that. He said, "I'm paddling the whole class." The whole class.
He paddled the whole class.
Or you can take an F in this class. You get to pick. I'm going to get a witness right now.
Oh, that's when you knew it was on because they had to get a witness.
You had to get a witness.
That's right.
Hallelujah.
No, they physically had to go
All right, so
find
hold on.
another teacher before they hit you.
Yes, had to have a witness or it was illegal.
I remember that.
So that he paddled the whole class.
So we just started scrambling. I remember I'm like, I've never had a paddling before. I'm a good kid. I know what to do with this.
Anxiety.
And I'm thinking,
What do you
I need
do?
to- I'll
How do you
take an
prep
F.
for it?
Then all the boys said, "We're taking a paddle. We're not taking an F." And all the girls said, "We're taking an F. We don't want to get paddled."
Oh wow.
Okay, and this went crazy for a moment, but you had to make that decision.
Yeah, life and death.
Life and death decision right now. So I thought, gym bag. We started stuffing things in our pants, all
Yeah.
over the
Yep.
clothes.
Yep.
So I had like this Nicki Minaj booty going on, right? Did not help.
No.
He was sweating. He paddled
How many licks did you get?
probably two,
Yeah.
Yeah.
two apiece. But
I
that
feel like
was,
they came in 2s or 3s.
But they were
mostly.
lined up.
we
getting-
were standing in line like. Kind of
Oh
like
my
you were in a
God.
German concentration camp, and you were ready. I'm next.
Yeah.
And you heard him. You're like, "Oh, this is for real." You thought he's
It's
going
going
to change
down.
his mind. He paddled all the boys, and all the girls supposedly got an F. Well, as soon as they got home, they went home and complained to their mom and dads about getting an F. And I guess the principal had a meeting, and they didn't get the F, but I had the paddle.
Wait a minute.
you should have took
That's
the
no
F.
good.
Oh,
That's
man, he reneged
good.
on the offer. That's
Reneged on the
Yeah,
offer,
that's
but a
no good.
great teacher,
Principal
Mr.
did, not
Mr.
him.
Robinson.
Yeah,
Principal
but
did.
sucks because you took the
I
paddle.
took the paddling,
But
but
he
then
did
I
get
was
the
like,
F.
But you're a man.
Yeah,
You need to get an
it
A.
strengthened-
I've got
It made you a
paddle.
better man,
It did.
Sean. It did. It made you
It
a
made
better
you the man you are today, Sean.
That's
yeah,
right, yeah.
but you know what? He did get some respect after that. He needed to do it.
Well, it also comes.
Nobody showed their ass, did
it
they?
No,
also-
I didn't show mine because mine was red.
well, those were during the time of the parachute pants too, man. If you had them thin parachute pants,
Oh,
and you get
yeah.
hit with that
Everything.
paddle,
Yeah.
that's like having nothing on at all.
Everything, yeah.
Because that Miss Hedrick did that to me with parachute pants. I got spanked in the 6th grade on an average of once every week, every 2 weeks. Get a witness.
After a while, does your
Get a
ass
witness.
build up a resistance to it where it doesn't even matter anymore? It's like
it always,
like
it always.
calluses. Do you build up calluses on your butt where it doesn't even bother you anymore?
But
I wish I would have them by now.
Did the paddle have the holes in it though, where they drilled the holes?
Sometimes they had holes in them.
Sometimes, yeah.
That's right.
What about the electric paddle? That was out there.
I don't remember the electric
What
paddle.
is the electric paddle?
Ooh, with the
Shock you
electric
whenever-
No.
No, it didn't.
You're making
I
stuff
didn't.
up.
It didn't happen to me, but that was supposedly
It wasn't like that's not like a
That's a cattle
that
prod.
was a
yeah.
scare tactic. It probably wasn't.
Oh, so it didn't exist. But
Oh,
they're
so
trying
it
to
was-
scare you. Oh, I
Maybe.
see.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Well, now they have the electric chair.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It's like if you spare the rod, you spoil the child. That's what it says right there in the Bible. All right, let's find out what else Mr. Secrets did here. I'm not even finished with this. All right.
Got off.
So I remember my sophomore year when I had him for English. He beat up Glenn Sigmund and Scott Biles. But as the year went on, he settled down a bit. So after a while, I thought he was harmless until today, when the real Mr. Secrets displayed his power on Brian by flipping him over and busting his fingers. I just hope I'm not next. That's where it is.
Busted his fingers?
That's what I
Flipped
wrote.
him over.
That's what I said.
How do you bust somebody's fingers?
Well, I'm trying to land wrong, maybe. I don't even know
Or did he
if it's.
grab
I
him
don't
by
know.
the hand?
I think it's Brian Weaver I'm talking about because I don't have a last name. I just say Brian.
He grabbed him by the hand, crushing
Wait,
his finger,
no.
Yeah,
and then
maybe
turned
that.
to
Yeah,
force
maybe.
the body over.
That's probably what it was.
When the real Mr. displayed his power on Brian, which is the biggest guy on our football team.
Yeah.
Whoa! No wonder you were 0
He displayed
15.
his power
Yeah.
on Brian by flipping him over. Now, I don't know that. If I'm reading it now, I'm thinking. Did
he hip toss him?
Yeah, and busting his fingers.
How do you bust
How do you
fingers?
bust a finger? I don't know. So
That's funny.
But Mr.
Wow.
Secrets also was beloved. I mean,
Yeah.
after he won Teacher of the Year
Yeah.
Was he a
one
coach?
time.
Wasn't he a coach maybe?
He
some?
did track.
Yeah, that's right. He did.
He did some track stuff.
Now he was a good teacher.
He was a good teacher.
That's the thing. It's just you gotta.
He
you gotta
did
be
not
good. You
Did
gotta be
suffer
good.
fools
No,
at
no,
all.
no,
No bull malarkey.
No bull malarkey. That's true. He did not suffer fools or malarkey. Well, anyway, Mr. Secrest, if you're watching this, listen, I forgot all about this, and I'm happy that. I'm hoping you're good. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't know
I'm sure
either.
he's fine, right?
I mean, he's fine.
Yeah.
I hope so.
That's funny. And that,
No, he was a really good teacher.
This
Oh,
was
yeah,
what
yeah.
happened in those days.
Well, this is what if you were a knucklehead in the class.
This is
Yeah.
normal.
This is back in the day when
You
the teachers
learned-
could actually do a few more things to get you in line.
yeah, we'll have to talk about that. That could be a whole new.
Great.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
some holes.
We've all got stories.
We've got
Teacher
those.
stories.
Back then compared to now, would never happen.
I know these kids. I don't know how
They'd
lucky
be
they are,
surprised.
but a lot of them are fighting back. Now
Yeah,
now I see
that's
on
the problem.
Facebook all the time, kids, bullying the teachers in a weird way
And the
because they
teachers
just.
are kind of the hands are tied. They can't do
Right.
much about it now legally. So
Yeah.
it sucks.
Anyway, love you, Mr. Secrets. Mean it. Happy Halloween, Brian. I hope your fingers are good.
Your busted fingers.
All right, we gotta move on to small town news. The town might be small, but the news is huge. Okay, Sean
Music for that,
Setzer,
too.
this is your segment.
All right. Sean.
What do you got for us today?
All the way from Hicksville,
Oh.
New York.
Oh,
whoa.
there's
That's
a Hicksville in New York.
There is a
That is
Hicksville in New
a
York.
odd combination of
Yeah.
Well, now we think about New York being Manhattan only, but now New York is full of rednecks.
There's
So
some
we're
rednecks
right.
there.
Yeah, you know what I've discovered over the years of talking about Hickory? That there's a Hickory, Hickville, Hickston in almost every state in this country.
There's
It's a very popular
there's a hick
word.
everywhere.
Yeah, there's Hicks. Hicks are everywhere. That's right. Even in New York.
Even in New York.
That's
All
right.
right. Straight from Nassau County Police Department, a Hicksville man was arrested for criminal impersonation last week on August 16th. Detectives say that the 25-year-old was traveling on Hicksville Road in a black Nissan Sentra when he activated his air horn.
Oh,
Air horn!
There's where yours went.
Oh, he stole my air horn. This is all coming together
Yes,
now.
we're
This
getting
is
the pieces.
full
Full
circle.
circle.
And emergency lights. He had an air horn and emergency lights on his car and pulled over a van. So,
Yes.
now the air horn, I'm assuming, is the real deal air horn, like they have on the ambulance.
Yeah. Imagine if he had a Party City
Right.
Jensen air horn. Like, what's this
Be
weirdo
that
want?
big.
So this guy's got the lights on his vehicle, which I find odd already as we start to break this down. A Nissan Sentra.
So he must have had the
Oh,
little
yeah.
old school, like, you know, the light that you
It hooks into your cigarette lighter.
yeah. What are they calling the you just put on the dash light.
Like
And
old Book
so-
'em Danos.
So
Yeah,
he
Book 'em Dano.
remember. So
Pulled
I
up there.
imagine this dude. Yeah, book him down. This dude riding down, one air horn in this hand, putting the light up in this
Yeah.
one, and then just pulling over people. You can't do that.
You can't. Supposedly.
Yeah.
He found out. Turns out the van was occupied by Nassau County Electronic Squad detectives.
Oh
Bam.
no!
Wrong,
So this dude
wrong car.
pulled over other cops.
A van of cops.
Oh, van of them.
Van of cops.
Oh no!
A mess of them.
Whoopsie daisy. What? That's good.
The detectives, while stopped in traffic, identified themselves and then approached Porlock's vehicle, which that's his last name, Porlock. I find that
What?
Porlock.
Portlock.
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 Where'd you come from? Portlock.
Well, Mr. Portlock. Now, see, it's Portlock. It's spelled
What's
two
his
different
first
ways.
name? Does it give
It
his
is.
first name?
It's too specific. It's Portlock.
Valerie?
Valerie Portlock. First of all, your life is struggling already if you've got a name like
If
Valerie.
your name is Valerie Portlock,
Yeah.
where are you from? I mean, did he grow up in Hicksville? I don't know.
I don't know either. He fled the scene, swerved on the oncoming traffic, and refused to stop. Continued to drive at a high rate of speed, and they finally called him and did a traffic stop, and he was arrested without incident.
Oh, that's good. So
see,
he
at
just
least
gave
it was
himself up.
Ended peacefully. I mean,
What if he said, when these cops pulled him over, what if he said, how do I know you're a real cop? Like, you guys don't have the air horn and you don't have the light from the cigarette lighter. How can
Like
I
I
trust
do.
you?
So
Yeah.
a van full of detectives.
This is great.
he pulled over.
So that's
Oh.
picking the wrong car.
Could you imagine? Okay, first of all, if you're a cop in that van and you see this dude walking up, I mean, if I'm in the van with you guys, we're all cops, and I see like that guy walking up, I'm like, let him go for a while.
Yeah. let's play with this a little bit. Yeah.
Let's see
Let's go
what all
along
he
with it.
says.
Let's go
Yeah,
along.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder how long I wish I videoed that because I would have loved this
Yeah.
scene.
I
Like,
know.
well, obviously he didn't have
He didn't fancy like you. He wasn't fancy. He didn't have probably the
right. He
outfit.
didn't have
So
the
it
whole.
sounds like he walked up to the vehicle and realized what he had done and jumped back in his car and tried to.
He probably
book it.
walked up and looked at them. They probably had uniforms on. He probably took off.
Could you imagine the feeling of like walking up to that
Wow.
door, thinking you're just gonna have a great old time pulling over, scaring people, and you walk over that window and look, and there's like at least 4, maybe 5 or 6 uniformed detectives sitting
Yes.
in that. Oh man,
You can't run fast enough
No.
back to your car at
That
that
would
moment.
be-
And I wonder why. Okay, so he's doing this
Mm-hmm.
for what reason? Is he trying to rob people? Is he into like trying to rape girls? What's his motive?
Well, I
Because
know-
he had a reason for pulling the van
Yeah,
over.
I'm shocked it was a van because
You know,
have you ever done this before
pull people over.
with the car? You know, you could get this light now. Back in maybe 86, 87, you could buy this light at Spencer's. Do you remember Spencer's?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
We bought one and took it to the beach. No
you pull
joke.
people over?
And we saw some hot girls, me and a buddy of mine,
Oh my
and
god!
I was in a Mustang now,
Thank God.
but not like a cop Mustang,
Right.
like a 1986 Mustang with 4-cylinder with the bad
Yeah,
louvers on the back. You remember?
But there were
Yeah.
cop Mustangs,
Yeah,
so
they
Yeah.
had the square lights.
But you take it, you plug it right in the cigarette lighter, and it.
Yeah.
Now you know about a year after that they banned the blue. You could
Yeah.
you could have to
Get
buy
purple.
You could buy the purple. And occasionally you could find a red one,
yeah.
but they
had
still
a purple one?
We had a blue one.
You had a and
We
you
did.
pulled girls over
But
at the
then
beach.
we got scared because somebody got in trouble, major trouble, and we got rid of it.
Yeah. So
Good
when
move.
you're not thinking anything illegal.
You're just doing it to pick up
You're
girls.
just
We
trying to
wanted
go there
try
and
to-
start a
We were
conversation.
just trying to meet girls.
Right. It was harmless. So
Yeah.
don't go looking for Sean Setzer now. All right. There's
Statute of limitations.
limitations.
Yeah,
But this dude, he even looks like a cop.
he does.
He
look
does.
like a cop.
So if that dude were pull me
if
over,
he walked up to my car and there's a blue light flashing in the car behind me, and he walked up with a flashlight and asked for my registration, I'd totally hand it to him. He'd be like, "Yes,
the
sir."
first thing I would do after I stopped laughing at his name being Valerie Portlock. Hi, I'm Officer Valerie Portlock. Oh, hold up there.
I'm sure he goes by Val.
Val. Yeah, that's So I wonder what his motive was. What do you
Yeah,
think he was trying
and it
to
doesn't
do?
say anywhere in the article like what he was doing. If he was doing it for
Doesn't
kicks,
say
if he was doing
anything.
it
It's
for
just-
a kind of a.
What's it say at the
power
very
play or
end?
what?
Does it
It
say
just
that
says-
how that when they called up to him, he was what? Was
They
he?
called up when it says without incident, then they charged him with first degree criminal impersonation,
Yeah.
second degree reckless endangerment, and fleeing from
And
the
fleeing.
police.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This dude. Well, we have
guy's got
we have a mutual acquaintance. Well, we all know a guy who got in big trouble for that, and he was doing it. He was a security guard at the mall,
Yeah.
and he took. So I guess he started thinking, well, I'm gonna do this out in the real world, and he started pulling over girls. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know you're
Ray
talking about.
Workman.
You just threw it out there.
There you are, buddy. You thought I was not going to say your name, huh? Ray Workman.
He was pulling people over in the meth capital of the world too,
Was he?
Longview.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, yeah.
The meth capital has changed places so many times.
I thought it was Longview.
I've heard it different places. But yeah, he got in trouble. Like he went
I
to
did
jail,
not
I
know
think,
that.
for a
Yeah,
minute.
I
He
did
was.
not know this.
And his dad was a cop, I believe.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, his dad was a cop.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it didn't look good on
Yeah.
him. I think
my
that's-
dad actually had, because my dad was a cop. He had that dash cam light in his Toyota.
Oh,
And I'll never forget this. I was a kid. My brother, we were maybe 7 or 8 or something. We were going down some dirt road, and not in a cop car, in the family Toyota, whatever. And my dad sees a guy on a motorcycle that I guess he had been looking for, or there was a warrant out for it, and he saw him. And he's like, "Hang on, kids!" And he put the thing up, and he floored it. And we're going down a dirt road. I mean, we were floating like cosmonauts, basically,
Oh,
in
that's
this
awesome.
car. And I brought it up to him. He's like, "Yeah, I probably should have done that with you on the car." And he didn't catch the guy either, but
No, it's a motorcycle. You're not.
yeah, you can.
It was a fun ride, though. man.
Dirt road. It was fun. Listen to me, Mr. Valerie Portlock. Hope you learned your lesson. All right.
You never know what you're gonna run into.
Yeah.
You come
Run
bring
into 'em.
that. You come bring that fancy air horn over here to Hickory, not Hicksville. See what happens.
Can I just elaborate one thing I was reading on
Please.
this? So I was trying to envision him walking up to the car and like everybody being in uniform. I don't think they were.
Nah.
He said that
Undercover.
as soon as the detectives told Portlock who they were,
Oh, yeah.
then he tried to flee. So
Oh,
imagine
okay.
this. You think you still got
Oh,
this.
so they did let him go.
Yeah,
on.
yeah. So you think you got this. You're at the window. You're like, oh, yeah, I want to see your license registration and, blah, blah, blah. And then I wanted to see video. I wish there was of the guy saying, by the way, we're all police officers. Could you imagine? That would have been so great.
I wish there's got to be like a squad. Don't all cops have to wear cameras on their chest?
They
now?
may
But
have
maybe
been
not
like,
the
They
detective.
were maybe like off duty or
Yeah.
something like that too. Or but still, that would have been so awesome.
All right, right now I got to tell you another story. Chad Ballman. This happened to me and Chad Ballman, Sean Settlemeyer, and we were in. We were going to CVCC. That's Catawba Valley Community College, Harvard on the Highway, Duke in the ditch, right here in Hickory. We were going to lunch, and for whatever reason, my car was in the shop. My dad worked at a Goodyear, so he took my car to work to have it worked on, and I had his car, his company car, which is a Citation. Remember Citations, those oval-looking things?
I remember
But
that
on the
one.
side, big letters, it said Clark Tire and Auto, Goodyear, right? Okay. So we're taking that back from the mall from eating lunch. Chad Ballman had a leftover jalapeno from a salad he didn't want to eat. He just had it in his hand, right? And we're stuck in traffic, and somebody said, "Hey, Chad, throw that jalapeno at that lady behind you." And he's like, "Yeah," and he leans out the window, and he's like, and throws it hard on the windshield, like that, like that, right? Now, what we didn't know behind her were like 3 cops in an unmarked car, and these are like SBI dudes. They didn't want to have to pull anybody over that day, but they couldn't ignore this.
No.
So they pulled us over, and this cop walked up, and I'm sitting there like I'm yelling at Chad. Sean Sellemeyer's cussing Chad, and we're all like, "Oh God!" And this cop's walk up with his hand on his hip, like he's like going to pull his gun out or something. I was scared to death. The dude walked up. He's like, "What?" He started cussing me out. He goes, "How smart would it be for you to be throwing jalapenos at people in a company car?" And I was like, "Not very smart. I'm so
Not.
sorry. This is an idiot, my friend, blah, 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 blah." So they yelled at us for a minute, and they got Chad out of the car.
Yeah.
And they made Chad go sit in their car while they wrote him a ticket for littering.
Nice.
So they wrote him a littering ticket.
Yeah.
Now, the whole time we're still scared. I know my dad's going to yell at me because it's going to get back to they're going to call John Clark, and my dad's going to have to answer to the boss. Anyway, I was nervous, but then here comes Chad walking back to the car with the ticket in his hand, and we're looking up at it. He's kind of like got a smirk, like he's kind of laughing, like, can y'all believe this? And then this big gust of wind went, and it left his hand, and it looked like he littered again. And now he is chasing this piece of paper through a field, and he'd get up to it and bend over and go,
Yeah.
like it was on a string. And I laughed so hard at that. He finally chased it down and got in the car. But
Oh, wow. Littering God got him.
don't litter. Anyway. Hicksville, small town in New York. It might be a small town, but the news is huge. All right,
we still need a theme song for that one, too.
y'all need to write a theme song for that as well.
The audience is really
Get on
slacking
that.
off on us here, so.
Yeah. Now listen, Mr. Hunt, it's time for your segment. It's been a minute.
Oh.
We have a segment that me and Hunt like to do called Goodwill Hunting. This is where you go to Goodwill and buy something for me, and I go to a Goodwill and buy something for you. And we
But it's
don't know
got to
what
have meaning.
Yeah,
Has to
it's
mean
got to
something.
make sense,
Yeah.
but we don't know what it is.
Yep.
So I have a gift for you. Do you have a gift for me?
I have a gift for you.
Do you want to
have a
give me
gift for me?
yours? I have a gift for you. Would you like your gift first, or should I get my gift first?
I'll do mine first.
Oh,
Ready?
all right.
Here we go. Now, I have to explain it.
Yeah,
we
you
have
guys-
to evaluate
sense.
who has the best gift here. So.
Okay, we're
Yeah,
gonna
and then you
judge.
guys decide
We're-
who picked the better
Okay.
All
gift.
right, we got it.
Ready?
I'm nervous.
Okay, so you're a ginger.
Yes, I am. I have a new
Now-
special out called Ginger Beard Man right now on
So,
Amazon Prime.
so, and I know you were married at one time.
I was.
And where did you get married?
I got married in Hawaii.
Okay. So I need to know. Read what that says.
Oh my God.
What's
Calgon, take me away.
okay? But what's the
Uh,
flavor?
Hawaiian ginger moisturizing
Oh.
bath beads. Look at that right there.
Hawaiian ginger.
Oh, Hawaiian
Perfect.
ginger.
It's perfect.
Means
That's
something.
what I am.
I know.
Yeah.
Because I love Hawaii. I've been back even after.
You went recently. With
Yeah, I
your
went
girlfriend.
recently
Yeah.
with Jody, my girlfriend, and this applies.
It does.
I am a Hawaiian ginger because I go there a lot, and I'm a ginger.
You have a timeshare there, right?
No, I almost could.
Yeah. You acted
Maybe if I go back next year, they'll sell me on it.
like yeah. They tried.
But you
before.
got to give me that free offer again. Talking to you, Hyatt, Hilton, and Marriott. This is great. So we got Hawaiian ginger. We have a fragrance mist.
Yes.
We have bath beads, and we have body wash with its own little scrunchie.
And I'm thinking that's probably not too old. That's probably early 2000s, maybe.
I will use this.
How much was that?
$3.
Good.
Oh,
Good.
That's,
You're welcome. Anything I can do to help, man.
I think you're gonna win.
I know.
This is
what are you
already-
going to give
This
me?
is already incredibly heartwarming.
Yeah.
John, you gotta
Listen,
step it up on this gift
Look,
here.
it matches the logo and everything.
That's perfect.
And
is
then
really
this
good.
Calgon. You remember the commercials
Yeah,
back in the day?
Calgon, take me away. Yeah, some ladies slaving at home and
I don't think
like,
they even make that
scrubbing
anymore. I don't think
dishes.
Do they not
Calgon's a
make
thing.
I've never
I don't
heard
think they
I haven't
do.
heard Calgon in years.
It's been a while.
This is, I bet you it's like an Avon company or something. PDC brands. What year does it say on here?
don't
There's
know
got
if
to be a
there's-
year on here. See if you can find a year on
Yeah.
that, Alan, and I'll give Mark his gift. Okay, Mark.
I can't wait. Pull it out.
Well, Mark, here's what. Okay,
I'm going to be
a
disappointed.
couple things
It's
about
gonna be
you.
hard to top that,
What-
man.
I know. It's
Okay.
going to be tough, but let me try. Now, a lot of things I know about you. You like beer.
I like beer.
You like Miller Lights.
Miller Lite's good.
That's a good American beer.
Yep.
You're an American man. You pretty patriotic. I know you love this country.
Where's he going with
I
this?
don't know. I can't wait.
Is anything I said not true?
No, it's all true.
Okay. All right. So I got you a mug.
A damn cup.
Now here's another thing. I also know that you love to cook
Here it is again.
Sometimes.
and you like beans. I know that you like beans.
I do like
There's a
pinto
lot of
beans.
lead up here.
All that in a cup? You
look.
getting all that out of a cup?
Now, to the naked eye, this just looks like a regular old
I haven't
plastic
seen the logo yet.
beer mug. But if you look closely, it says, proud to be an American. You've got the Statue of Liberty.
Yep.
She's holding up the torch.
And I'm proud.
You are. But what made me laugh is I know you appreciate misprints and that kind of stuff. The B and the N are so close together.
It looks like
It
bean.
looks like it says "Proud to Bean America," and I know that you're proud to bean and still are currently an American.
Yeah.
There you go.
I get it. It's closer than the O and the B.
Right, the B
They
and the
ran
AN are so close together. It looks like "Proud to Bean America."
How much did you pay for this, Tito? At one time, it was
$9.99.
$9.99.
That's right. Can you believe someone paid $9.99 for that?
Somebody did.
There's no way that's $9.99.
There's a
Where'd you
price.
see that?
Remember
Yeah, on the back.
Well, you didn't pay
Oh
that.
my God! No, I didn't pay nowhere near that. I think I paid $1.
Well, thank you. I don't drink my beer out of
Thank you, Mark. That's very nice. Wow, and that is Goodwill Hunting. Goodwill Hunting. We need a song for that as well. Wow, we're over an hour already. Has anyone had fun?
The last.
Absolutely.
Good
I'm
time.
trying to think of what else we need to talk about real quick.
Smell like Hawaiian ginger now for the rest of the night.
Oh,
Smell like him.
I smell
Just
like,
think about
I smell
what
like
Jody.
what
John.
does it smell
Great.
like?
It
I
smells
guess
like
it
you.
smells like a ginger. Huh?
Oh,
Oh,
I smell
Could
it.
not find a year anywhere on the package.
oh, okay. Yeah,
If I had to guess,
I mean, if you're looking
I'm
at
gonna go early 90s.
the font,
95.
All right, so Calgon,
yeah, they don't have a year on here. That's weird.
Hawaiian.
Here, scan the code. Anybody got a code scanner?
No.
Bless you. He's allergic to ginger.
Yeah.
It's going through the glass over there. Okay, so yeah, we've had a great show. Don't forget to check out Ginger Beard Man. Okay, that's on Amazon Prime. It's on iTunes. Let's see here. Here's where it's at: Apple TV, Amazon Prime, iTunes, Google, Xbox, Vimeo. It's on demand at Comcast, Charter, Cox, Dish, DirecTV. If you go to johnreap.com, you'll see everything listed there. I have a cruise coming up. Get on the John Reap cruise. We're calling it Come Laugh Your Nass Off. That's going to be March the 6th through the 9th. There are some cabins left. Mark, I think I made a deal with you. You could possibly, if you were to dress up like a doctor, stay with my mom
Yep.
and just tend to her, make sure she puts her eye drops in and that kind of stuff.
Definitely in. I'm definitely down.
So check out johnreap.com. Lots of stuff. There's tour dates there, merchandise. We've got my next gig will be in Iowa. I'll be in Humboldt, Iowa, at the Humboldt Event Center, November the 2nd. I don't know if y'all know anything about Humboldt.
Lost the internet.
Anyway, we're wrapping it up. You can go ahead and start the theme song now, and I'll just wrap this puppy up. I want to say thank y'all for listening and watching another amazing, awesome episode of the Fried Pod. For Sean Setzer, a.k.a. Fly Swatter, 33 and the third, Sebastian, a.k.a. Marcus Stamos, Marcus Hunt, Mr. Alan Jackson. I'm John Reed. Happy Friday, everybody! Bicycle!